Deborah here, happy holidays. And what would the holidays be without delicious homemade eggnog? Yum. So today we are going to have a lot of fun with this, starting out with the most important ingredient, eggs. This is a great recipe. You can scale it up and have a whole bowl of it for a party, or you can scale it down to even one egg. It's basically 1 egg per cup of eggnog. First thing we do, let's separate the eggs. We're going to separate the eggs into their own separate container in case we get any shells in there. And we're going to put the yolks into a small bowl. That's number 1. And here comes number 2. My mom's trick, you run your finger and round the edge of the shell and get that last little bit. All right. Step 1 is time to beat those egg whites. So we're going to pour the egg whites into a larger bowl here. No shells. Excellent. Pour that in. This is my super duper powered beater. So here we go. We're going to beat it to soft peaks. Okay, this would be your soft peaks. Look at those soft peaks. Nice. At this point, you're going to add, for our 2 servings of eggnog, we're going to get our teaspoon measure and measure 6 teaspoons of white sugar. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and you can see the vanilla bean that I always keep in my sugar to make it delicious for everything. Highly recommended, and then you can use the vanilla bean for cooking later on. Now we're going to beat to stiff peaks. Here we go. Alrighty, let's take a peek. Oh, those look pretty darn stiff. Excellent. There's your stiff peaks. So now I'm just gonna set that aside. We're done with the beating for now. We've got our stiff peaked egg whites. Now we're gonna turn our attention to these yolks. 2 yolks here. We're gonna beat them up a little bit. And we're gonna add the other kind of sugar to these. So we've got 3 teaspoons of brown sugar. Pack that sugar down into the spoon. 1, 2, and 3. And beat that up a little bit. Time for the good stuff. All right. So first comes the cream elements. So we're going to be using both whole milk and heavy whipping cream, or regular whipping cream is also fine. We're going to do a half cup of each. So let's get my favorite little cocktail tool maker, the 1 cup pouring liquid measure. We're going to do half cup of each. So here we go, half cup of cream and a half cup of whole milk. Pour that into the egg yolk mixture. All right. Now the really good stuff, our holiday spirits. You can make eggnog with different spirits. You can make it with 100% brandy, 100% bourbon. You can make it with 100% rum. My favorite is this mixture, half brandy, half rum. So let's put in basically a jigger or a 1/4 a cup of each one. There we go. Because it's so delicious, I eat it all the time. So we're gonna let's just use a jigger for this. I have a jigger of each. A jigger is a 1/4 a cup. And this is probably gonna be the end of this guy. A little left. And here comes the rum. So basically, 1 jigger or 1/4 cup of alcohol per cup that you're making of eggnog. Enough to keep you happy. All right, we're gonna beat this up again. Beat it for a couple minutes. Just want to be sure it's nice and combined. The final ingredient, 1/2 teaspoon of vanilla. So here we go. This is my homemade vanilla, or someone's homemade vanilla. You just stick vanilla beans, a lot of vanilla beans in bourbon and let it sit for a long time. And you got it. Homemade vanilla. Gives it extra something special. Beat that in. All right, now it's time to put it together. We have our egg whites here. We are gonna scoop them all out. Actually, let's do it the other way around. Let's pour this into the egg whites. Beat it up. Not too hard. You kind of want to fold it very gently to keep some of the volume in those egg whites. There we go. Ooh, that looks so good. Oh my goodness. Yum. Alrighty. So in order to get this into the cups, I'm going to use a pouring Pyrex. Here we go. Nice, thick, delicious, perfect eggnog there. And pour it in our cups. Delicious. And what would eggnog be without a scooch of nutmeg? So we're gonna take our whole nutmeg. Believe me, whole nutmeg is way, way better than the kind in the jar that's already ground, but you can use that as well. I'm gonna take my microplane and just take this nutmeg seed and just go ahead and, ooh, look at that. Scrape that right over the drink. Ooh, that's gonna add delicious spiciness. You can also use nutmeg on macaroni and cheese and egg dishes. It's a really fun spice to have around, very holiday tasting. And I actually like to add one more thing, a little star anise, just to give it that special something. Let's see if I can find one that's not broken here. Here we go. Ooh, this has that smell of anise, so nice. We're gonna plop that right in the middle. So pretty. Here we go. And we're done. Happy, happy holidays. I gotta try one of these, don't you think? Here we go. Cheers. Oh man. Oh my goodness, that is so delicious. Oh, you guys are gonna love this. Happy holidays.